Food allergies and food sensitivities and food reactivities. They're all a little bit different, and there is a cause to them, something that actually you should be able to change. So in this video, I'm going to show you the causes of food sensitivities, some clinical strategies that I use in my office every day, some testing on how to overcome this, and we're going to start right now. Well, hello everybody, I'm Dr. Glenn Harrison and welcome to this week's segment of Why. This is where we take just a few minutes to answer some of the most common health-related questions that I see in my office every day. So if this is the first time you're on the channel and you're trying to learn more health-related strategies and figure things out from a natural perspective, make sure you click the like and subscribe button, hit the bell notification, because over the weeks and the months, I'm going to be introducing more and more content. So the root cause of allergies, food allergies and food sensitivities. Well, there are two reasons for food allergies and food sensitivities. Let me reframe that. There's actually three. One of them you can't control. You can change, you can help, but the other two you actually can control. So the first one, and I talked about this in the past, and this is leaky gut, also known as intestinal permeability. So what happens, if you haven't heard of this concept before, it's real and it causes a lot of problems. So leaky gut is where there's some irritation in your intestinal tract, and if you think of your whole digestive tract as just a pipe where food goes in and food goes out, and it should absorb into the bloodstream. With leaky gut, you end up with tears and holes in your intestinal lining, and then you end up with food proteins that cross into your bloodstream. And then when those foods get into your bloodstream, that food shouldn't be there. It's not native, it's not original to the bloodstream. It should be staying in the gut. And the immune system marks it as bad, and then you end up with an allergy or sensitivity. So leaky gut, a common symptom of leaky gut, is where people have more and more foods that create abnormal symptoms. But leaky gut can create a whole host of symptoms. So that's leaky gut. You can correct it. Many things cause leaky gut. Constipation is one of them. But if you have irritable bowel syndromes, and if you have episodes of diarrhea even just once a week, and abnormal food irritation and food sensitivities, leaky gut is probably a candidate, but you can overcome it. In fact, and you can test it also to identify if you have leaky gut, and there's a blood test in the link below. You can actually order that test. So leaky gut, one cause of food sensitivities. Many people, if they have leaky gut and once it's corrected, they're able to eat foods they never could before. So it's pretty exciting. That's number one. Number two is a lack of biodiversity. This is a big one, a very big topic, so I'm going to briefly go over it here. Biodiversity is bacteria diversity, biome. The healthiest guts have the most diverse bacterial species, and that allows individuals to handle diverse foods. We can only handle foods if we have the right bacteria to break down that food. And if we can't break it down, it sits and it putrefies, actually rots and creates problems and ultimately food sensitivities. So biodiversity is necessary. Many things destroy our biodiversity, and our goal in life and health is to always expand our biodiversity and preserve it. In the next video, next week, I'm going to talk about how to enhance your biodiversity. So number one, leaky gut is a cause of food sensitivities. You can overcome that. We can help you with that, and there's going to be a link to a test. You could actually test if you are unsure of this. And then increasing your biodiversity, expanding your biodiversity. That's a little more complicated. We'll talk about that next day. And then the third one, I said there's a third one that we can't control, and that's kind of allergies we're born with. That's a true food allergy. Usually people know they'll eat something, their tongue will swell up, or they'll end up with an instant rash or something like that. So that's the third cause. But if you address the biodiversity, we'll talk about that next week, and if you address the leaky gut piece, and there's videos on leaky gut on this channel, you can overcome leaky gut, which is extremely exciting, and enhance your energy. So with that being said, I'm Dr. Glenn Harrison. If you know of anybody struggling with this and more food sensitivities and allergies, send them this video. It will help them. So with that being said, I'm Dr. Glenn Harrison, and I look forward to talking to you next day. We're going to answer the why to another health-related question.